One of the most dangerous things going on in the country right now is the one that people try to dismiss, and that's why I talk about it so much, and that's professional sports going hardcore left. No, I don't expect you to care about sports. Maybe you're a sports freak. Maybe you don't care about them at all. None of that matters to me. But you better understand these people do matter a lot. These people are extremely influential. The things these people say, the things these people do, people are watching. Sports has been a central part of every nation since the dawn of time. Now, why is that? Whether that's a small tribe somewhere or a gigantic empire, why would they have sports, national sports, almost always at least one, if not more? Why? Because sports are something that bring people together. It's one of those things, it's like religion. It's one of those things, it is one of those national glue things that holds a people together. You don't have to watch them. I don't care if you ever watch a sport in your life. It doesn't matter to me. You do have to understand that's one of the cultural pillars of every single society. And what we had up to recently was we still had the churches for the most part, and we still had the corporations for the most part, and we still had sports. They had already taken everything else for quite some time, education, entertainment, and whatnot. But we did have those final three things, right? We had them. Why do you think they've been going after them so hard? Because they're looking around right now and they're saying to themselves, we've almost got it all. Let's go finish them off. That's how these people think. That's how these people think. And that's hard for you and I to accept because you don't look at the world that way. I don't look at the world that way. And frankly, nor do you want to look at the world that way. It's a miserable way to look at life. Why do you think they scream about the first? Why do you think the communists scream about the first? Okay, I love the first, as you know. Just nowhere else in the world I'd rather be. But all it takes is pressing a button on your remote control and the channel changes. Why would you care? You communists have virtually every channel. You have the sitcoms, you have all the other news channels, you have everything else. Why are you so mad about the first? Well, because a communist doesn't look at anything and pat himself on the back about all the things he's infested and infected and attacked and destroyed. A communist only sees what he hasn't taken yet. That's why. They're never going to stop. And sports, I mean, you remember the Major League Baseball recently just moved the All-Star game out of Atlanta to Denver because of the most benign voter ID law in the history of voter ID laws. No, you can't bribe people with goods and services in line while they wait to vote. And yeah, you have to show an ID before you vote to see who's in charge of the most powerful nation on the planet. That was so controversial that Major League Baseball picked up, and moved out. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea logistically what a major deal it is to take a huge event like that with food and hotels and parking and bookings and tickets and everything else and just decide we're going to replace it? It's a big deal, but they did it. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me, like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.